and turning into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll give it to Mixon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Sims. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. You talk about this Bengals defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
Stafford on 3rd down. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Daxton Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Going right back to Akers. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 30 yards. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn up.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. 2nd and 10. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Stafford on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only about 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Marr able to put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try to get it.
There he goes, left side. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. 11, Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I'm wondering. 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a Jefferson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cobb. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Here's Stafford. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a 2nd and 2.
11 MT, take.
Here's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 MT.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes is out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Kupp now on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
They'll go again here with Akers. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Stafford. That is caught. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
First down, Rams.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
There goes a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Stafford. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A give up the middle to Akers. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Back to throw, Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
At their own 11-yard line.
In it to win it.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Burrow from his own end zone. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Burrow on play action. Looking deep here for Chase. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here we go.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 141 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
11 empty.
Running left, it's Mixon. No dice this going around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 39 that time. Field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. McPherson on for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks out, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 1st down at Stafford.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Stafford. set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up third down.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. Going up top for Kupp. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixon with a first down carry. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
11 empty.
Once again, they run with Mixon. 144 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Nixon will try the right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break in the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll give it to Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
11.
Here's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
This is 1st and 10. On first down, Stafford here. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. Still shedding tackles. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. to Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Well, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Pass complete to Robinson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Here's 1st down. Stafford on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Going up top for Kupp. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
One last throw here for Stanford. Going up top for Kupp. And